What's up, everyone? Welcome to Ghost Hash Crypto Mining. I'm your host and chief mining operator, John. Hope you're all having a fabulous day today. Well, guys, today I have a really special, important video to share with you. I want to talk about the current profitability of GPU mining, and I want to break it down. I want to come to a conclusion finally and see what the answer to the number one question people that want to start mining ask. Is it still worth it? Is it profitable? Well, we know graphic card prices are high, making this question harder to answer. I made a video on graphic cards. You guys should check this video out. It's about 3 or 4 graphic cards that I think you should consider buying in 2021. I'm going to link that in the right hand corner. Take a look at that video. You're going to be shocked by my selection, but what you're going to really be shocked about is my number one pick, my number one GPU to buy right now at the end of 2021 if you want to get into mining. I will reveal that later. Stay tuned. I also want to touch on a few alternatives to GPU mining. But first, let's take a look at the market. Okay guys, so here we are today. As we can see, the global crypto market cap is 2.7 trillion, almost 3 trillion, guys. That's awesome. It's down 1.72% today. I mean, there's been some crazy increases over the weekend. It's been a wild week in crypto. So it's expected for a little stabilization, although I think it's gonna continue to go parabolic here, especially some of these coins like you have Avalanche, you have Solana. Solana overtook Cardano for 4th place. So this is pretty big week in crypto. Crypto is in the middle of a bull run. I believe this will continue into next year. Time will tell. That's my prediction. I'm no financial expert. Again, guys, I'm sitting in the dark in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I get my financial advice from people who say this is not financial advice before their videos all the time. So I'm going to do the same thing to you here and say this is not financial advice. Do your research. I just give pointers, ideas, and tell you what I'm up to. So that's just a general look at the market. Let's get right into topic and start talking about mining profitability. So this is whattomine.com. I've discussed this many times on many of my videos. If you guys have not used whattomine.com, it's a website that we use. It's a handy tool that you can plug in your hardware here, your electrical cost here, and it'll tell you what the most profitable algorithm to mine with your current setup is. So this is a very useful tool as profitability changes throughout the day, throughout the week. So this is something that I check multiple times a day. If you don't know how to use this, I made a video on how to use this. I'm gonna link it here in the top right hand corner. Check that video out. It's a really short video, and this is a very important tool that will help you make a lot of money. So I'm gonna compare 6 GPUs total. 3 of them are gonna be 8GB plus models, and 3 of them are gonna be 4GB GPUs. I'm gonna compare cost versus profit and see which ones will ROI faster, and come to a conclusion on which to buy. At the end of the video, I'll reveal my number one GPU again. Stay tuned for that. So we're going to compare the 3090, the 1070, the 2080 versus the RX 470, 570, and 580. We're going to see which one out of all of these will ROI the fastest. Okay, so I got this spreadsheet here, and I separated the 2 types of GPUs by memory category, so memory size anyway. 8GB plus and 4GB GPUs. I went ahead and pre-filled the costs. If you go on eBay, look them up one at a time. I took the lowest cost that I can find. I didn't dig pages and pages in, but I did look through a little bit, and these are all eBay prices. I don't recommend buying on eBay strictly, as they are one of the more expensive places to purchase graphic cards. I would recommend sticking to OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace and local buys, you're more likely to be able to negotiate a cash offer immediately as opposed to one that has to ship in the mail. Then there's the potential of fraud. I like negotiating these things from real people that post these ads and they're looking for money now. I personally have bought each one of these RX 470, RX 570, and RX 580 for under $200 each on more than one occasion. You just have to look at older posts that people have had up on Facebook Marketplace or offer up for more than a week, 2 weeks, and they're still listed. Those people are more likely to negotiate with you. Okay, so now that we have the cost of these, we see that the 3090 is $2,600, the RTX 2080 is $650, the GTX 1070 is $350. Compared to our 4GB models, all sub $300 cost, $275 for the RX 470. This one I have bought for $135 in the past. RX 570, $249. I've paid under $200 for these as well, and the RX 580 I've also bought for under $200. But all things considered, knowing that eBay's inflated, these are a much lower cost than it would be to purchase any of these 8GB plus models. Now let's get back on whattomine.com and let's check profitability of these one at a time, starting with the 3090. So our 3090, they reshuffled this thing, so I gotta look for it. 3090's right there. Calculate, boom. So you see you get 114 mega hash on Ethereum. And let's keep in mind, ETH 2.0 is coming up. The time where ETH is no longer mineable is getting closer and closer. Every second it ticks by, we're just getting closer and closer to that point. That is one factor to consider when investing almost $3,000 on a single GPU to mine Ethereum, essentially, because that's one of the advantages that an 8GB plus GPU has over a 4GB GPU, is that you're able to mine Ethereum, but not for long. So that's something to keep in mind. So the 3090 does a total of $9.51 revenue, keeping in mind I have zero for cost for for electricity, since everybody's cost is going to vary. So you have to put your electrical cost here and hit calculate again, and it'll give you revenue on the top and your net profit on the bottom. So looking here with a 3090, we're able to do 951 mining Ethereum. Let's mark that on our spreadsheet. Okay, so for the RTX 3090, we have revenue, the top two coins, ETH and Flux in that order. 951 you would earn mining ETH, and 612 mining Flux, keeping in mind that we do not have electrical cost calculated here. Now let's go over to the 2080. Okay, and let's hit calculate. Oh, we forgot to do that. Now let's hit calculate. Okay, you see you do 40 mega hash on Ethereum. That is a total of $4.16 on Flux Zel hash, and that is 61 mega hash, or 61 souls. So let's put that into our spreadsheet. Okay, so far the RTX 3090 cost of $2,600, $9.51 on one coin, and the second top grossing coin is $6.12. RTX 2080, $650 cost, and you're gonna make $4.16. Or if you choose to mine the second most profitable coin, or if you choose to mine the second most profitable coin, you'll make $3.43. Let's check the GTX 1070. Okay, does about 25 mega hash stack, and you're gonna do 215 mining flux Zel hash, and second 209 mining ETH. So let's go ahead and mark that in our spreadsheet. Okay, and that wraps up revenue that wraps up the revenue for 8GB plus GPU cards here. So that wraps it up for 8GB GPUs, RTX 3090, $2,600. This is what you would make mining the most profitable coin on What to Mine, and this is what you would make mining the second most profitable coin. Same with the RTX 2080 and the GTX 1070. Let's go over the 4GB GPUs and start with the RX 470 on whattomine.com. So the RX 470 is going to be most profitable mining Raven coin, 159. Second most profitable is going to be Beam, 117. Let's head over to the RX 570, 166 mining Raven coin, and 126 mining Beam. And last but not least, the 580. They don't have a 4GB version listed here on whattomine.com, but for all intents and purposes, the RX 570 is pretty close to the 580 in performance. I would say you get a little bit more. So let's go ahead and keep the profitability the same here. Let's add 2 cents, because honestly, that is about the difference. I would say I make about 160 with my 580s, and the next most profitable coin is about 130. I'll go ahead and fill in the stock power consumption for all of these, and then we'll be back in a second to recap. So we have our chart all filled in here, and it's clear that the more you pay, the better performance you get. So you're gonna do 114 mega hash mining Ethereum on 320 watts, and when you undervolt this and overclock, you're gonna get even better performance. You're not gonna run this at 320. So you're gonna get better performance, obviously, but the question is, how long can you mine Ethereum? It's the most mined coin. When ETH 2.0 comes out and you're no longer able to mine it, most of the mining is going to spread throughout all of the networks, increasing difficulty, thus reducing profits across all the other algorithms. At least that's what's expected, right? Now, if you drop $2,600 on an RTX 3090, it is very unlikely that you're going to break even on that one graphics card, even making $951 a day. What would help you is if you have free energy and you're netting everything that you produce, but that is a rare opportunity. If you do, congratulations, take advantage. Even then, I don't know that it is enough time. Let's just do some simple math here. Let's pull up the calculator. So 951, and that's a day times 365 days in a year. So that's $3,471 revenue, total revenue. Now, let's assume you're paying a standard utility rate, electrical rate of, this is low, but it's where I live is pretty standard. And let's hit that 3090 again. And now let's calculate. So 873 is going to be more of a realistic number, keeping in mind that you're going to overclock this card and you're going to increase efficiency, so you're going to take less than the stock setting that's listed here on What to Mine. So But let's do this for fun here. 873 times 365 equals 3,100 bucks. So you will break even before the year. It's gonna take you almost a whole year to break even, but you'll break even. It's a large expense, assuming you have a year to mine ETH. But if things go downhill, ETH 2.0 takes effect before a year passes or before you break even. There's no guarantee that you're gonna break even quickly or at all. We don't know what's gonna happen with mining profitability. There are a lot of GPU miners out there, and they're gonna need a home soon. And the proof of work projects coming out are less and less every year, every month. So it just seems that proof of stake and all these other alternative mining methods are gaining traction as they have real world utilization. And mining, GPU mining, is being considered more and more of a thing of the past, as it's very energy intensive and requires a lot of hardware. It's very fun. I love it. I'm sad to say it. Either way, I'm gonna always mine. I'm not a big ASIC miner. I have one ASIC machine. I just enjoy building a GPU mining rig. There's nothing like it. Currently I'm mining Helium. If you guys did not check that video out, I'll link it right here in the right hand corner. But Helium mining is supposed to be huge. I don't know yet. As you know, I've been moving. I had to relocate my miner and reassert a new location. I have it syncing at the moment. It just reached 100% and it's going through all the challenges, and you know, it hasn't witnessed another hotspot yet. I've upgraded the antenna to a 5 dBi antenna, and like I said, yeah, I'll have that video up in the right hand corner if you haven't seen it. I went through the process of setting it up, unboxing the SenseCap M1, and it's a pretty short video, but I have it up there. Take a look. So in comparison, let's do a 4 GB GPU. Let's take a look at our, and let's go with, I'll go with the most energy consuming, power hungry one, and let's do the RX 580. At $1.60 a day, you're gonna times that by 365 and you're gonna make 584. But you are pretty much doubling your money and then some. So you're doubling your money on an RX 580. So to me, and here's another thing, with the RX 580, you're gonna be able to continue to mine Ergo, Ravencoin, Flux, any coin pretty much that exists other than Ethereum. You're able to mine any proof of work coin that is GPU mineable anyway. You're able to mine it with an RX 470, RX 570, a 4 GB GPU, and you'll break even a lot faster. Not only will you break even a lot faster, you're gonna double your money in the first year. Now you can also acquire these a lot cheaper than the price listed here, as you're not able to mine Ethereum, so it makes them less desirable, and therefore you're able to find these at sub $200 prices, making it easier to build a 12 card or 6 card rig. So that's why I always recommend 4 GB GPUs. Once ETH 2.0 comes out, you're gonna look like a genius. You're gonna have returned all your money, basically have all your initial investment back. And if GPU mining goes down to zero and it becomes very difficult to mine profitably on other algorithms, at the very least you'll be able to offload your hardware at a profit as well. So I just don't see where you can lose mining with 4 GB GPUs. That's my conclusion here. I recommend that you guys explore alternative methods of mining. There's also Planet Watch with the, I think it's AwAir, AWAIR air monitor. This monitor will pay you Planet Watch token to monitor the air quality in your house. There's also AtmoTube, which is a keychain version of that also pays Planet Watch token. There are many methods that are coming about that you can mine more efficiently and becoming easier to mine, frankly. Helium is also deploying a 5G network, which you will also be able to participate in providing proof of coverage. So there's a lot of opportunity in mining, not just GPU mining. I still love GPU mining, and I think that there will be some uncertainty to come. Everything's going to be upside down for a little bit after ETH 2.0, but slowly the strong will survive. Hang in there, and it'll become profitable little by little as we phase out some people, mostly those people that have very expensive hardware that are going to be under pressure to recoup initial investment. 4 gigabyte GPUs, I don't feel that pressure, as I don't have a rig that I paid over $2,000 to build. I hope this made sense to you. It makes sense to me. 4 gigabyte GPUs is the way to go right now in 2021. So our number one pick for GPU to buy in 2021 is the RX 570. Now, with the RX 570, you're going to be able to mine Ravencoin, Beam, Ethereum Classic, Autolycos, which are projects that have consistently gone up in value and continue to do things that have not been done in the market before. Ravencoin lacks in some development, but has a huge community and a huge following. Ethereum Classic, everybody knows ETH Classic. It's on Robinhood, it's on Coinbase, easy to buy. It also has risen in value. I think it reached $150 sometime earlier this year per coin. And you have Autolycos. I'm a big fan of Ergo, as it's one of the more efficient GPU mining algorithms out there. Also, the project itself is doing some unique things that have never been done in the crypto space, especially with its stablecoin and hybrid collateralization of the stablecoin. As you know, that's a big issue in the industry. Some stablecoins believe in on-chain collateralization, some believe in off-chain collateral. Ergo solves this by utilizing both. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. That's for another video. Anyway, that does it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, guys. We got to 500 subscribers. That means the world to me. It's not a lot by other people's standards, but I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much, and have a blessed night.